So I've got 2 stacks here, 2 here. I am moving up to take this settlement next. I mean, Glacier Rome is basically pretty much empty apart from the main settlements it has here and then the ones that it has down there. But once I think I can take Antioch, I can maybe get peace off him. That'd be useful. And then I've got this coming next turn with the fleet, so I can kind of send it up and nip these guys in the bud a little bit. And we'll leave this guy here just in case, see where we need to react to. Where are these? Because I think they're going to land here again. And one of them's going to go for this settlement, I feel, and then the other one's going to go for probably draw better, unless they come try and take this crossover from the Danube, the river. I think this is across the Danube, but it's weird because it's a lot bigger here than what I remember seeing it in real life, so interesting. Anyway, enough rambling on. Oh, never mind. I've got some upgrades to do. What we got? Get some manipulation, incite revolts, never too bad. Oh yeah, fleet upgrades, because you did really well. Let us get movement speed. Ooh, and ram. Oh, we definitely need that. Strategist. I think there's that campaign. Yeah, that's when you're. So we want to get some of the other ones as well, if we can get. Because what's that one? This is Foray, Zeal. Zeal's a good one to have just because it gives you good stats overall. So it increases chance of winning an enemy agent, enables Warcry, 5% mission inflicted by the commander unit. So it's more for him specifically, while the other ones buff the units in around them. So we'll go for this one, Naval Archer. Get that. That'd be useful to have. Wow. Nice. And then we've got you that needs buffing some more. So we'll get some cunning just so you can be better defending armies. Okay, you've joined me jumping into game. Pretty much what's happened is that I've been attacked. The ambushing force that I had defending the pass had failed and they managed to get straight past. And now I'm dealing with a army coming in. Now, it's only just this one at the moment, and you think, oh, well, that's not bad. But he's got a full stack of units coming in behind him. So what I want to do is basically do the usual tactic of running, hiding, and defending. So if we look at the land units first, I have some pikemen, which are defended here. These are actually quite useful. These can do the pike phalanx, which is the basically what Rome borrowed off, well, the tactic that they inherited off the Greeks. But you never really used to see it that often. Again, when you think of Rome, you always think of these guys, the cohorts and the legionaries, with the short sword and the shields themselves. Although these kind of shields are a bit different. You usually refer to the rectangle shield, but it's kind of like spherical in a way, so it kind of bends inwards. But these, I think this is probably an early version of it. I think it's these ones that are holding that shield. Is it these ones? Yeah, so those kind of shields you think of when you more or less have Rome, but usually a bit more straighter. But I do have some Roman levies, so I have a cohort, I have some vigils, so these guys can come in, and I also have some slingers, which is fantastic, because I can pelt units from distance at least. So what I'm probably going to do is put the cohorts and the Roman levies in front, like so, to defend. I'll then have my pikeman behind, but I'm going to put him over here. That I don't have to use these guys till later on, because the problem is you can use this general unit, which is really, really good. It means heavy pikes, but if you lose your general, which is usually, he's always in the front, which is cool in a way, but the problem is if he dies, then your entire army is in a bit of a difficult situation. And then my fleet. Now, I don't know if the enemy fleet's going to be coming in, or it's actually just an army. If it's a fleet, it means I can actually just attack them dead on. If it's not, it means I've got to turn these ships around and basically land here and there. That's the idea what I'm going to do. So I'm going to see what I can get on with fleet-wise. So all my archers are... And the idea is I want to make sure I have my heavy units getting down quickly if possible. Because these aren't strong units. They are just basic... yeah, as you can see, they're not very strong. They've all got spears. They don't have swords. But I'd rather have them on land if possible, if need be. But they're a good baseless sea unit. But if I can, I'd rather land all this way. And then land these 3 units there. And the idea is just to get all my units in and defending. Because it's better having them all together instead of all gun, because I mean they're all spears. They're not very useful, and I could maybe put them in front, but these are the ones that I actually had built myself. This guy would be nice to have because it's a tower that peppers people, but the downside is that, well, they don't ram my ships. It's a good thing they're in friendly fire in this. I mean, I could put it here and it could pepper people, which would be useful to have, but we'll see what he's got coming in. So the armies that this guy has are Roman levies. As you can see, quite a few of them. Vigils, which are basically skirmish, not skirmishers, basically spearmen, and some skirmishers, and then you've got some cavalry. But he's got a lot of stronger units than me. And then obviously you've got this guy coming in as the main one, which is heavy melee infantry. I'm going to bring him round and into this way, just so I don't have to deal with these cohorts, because these are going to be quite strong. And I don't want to get caught out by... I'm actually saying that. If I wait here, if he attacks, I can actually just... Which he will do, I can then just come from behind. So we wait here with these guys. Let's get the legionaries in there, and then we'll get these guys behind. Just in case. Now the cool thing is I'd rather lose the garrison than actually lose these units, because the garrison... Well, they're expendable in a way. They do level up, the garrison units, but again, you don't really use them that often. So, okay, let's see what he does. Usual tactic: runs in, throws a load of spears, or javelins, shall I say? I think they're called something else. They are winded now. There we go. So I get exchange of fire. Although he's going to get peppered to death. There you go. And the idea is if I get these guys down, get the archers into here, and then the archers there, before these guys can get in and do something, I'm going to then attack from behind. And if I turn these guys off from attacking at the moment, because I don't want them wasting ammo.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Neither of these guys, so I'm just turning all the ones that have range in here off because there's no need for them to be able to fire. Oh, these guys, look at this, they're just going to get battered from behind. And they're just going to shit themselves and go, oh crap, we've been surrounded.
The enemy general is
there we go.
Dead.
Now, just because their enemy general's dead, it doesn't mean that's going to be it. There's going to be 2 lots of enemies. There's a second general coming in. And this one's going to be a lot more substantial. So, let me get my archers in now.
Orders as you command.
I'm hoping, and this is the idea, that they'll attack front on, so all this way. And it means I can focus most of my units this direction. If not, then it means I'm going to have to pull units round. Which they could do. I mean, that's a tactic I'd pull. You'd want to basically get them on so many flanks that they can't do out. And by the looks at it, might actually be running this way. So if I get my vigils to come to here, just defend off, and then have 2 smaller units here and here, I might be able to defend a bit better. And then I can have my archers just bit round. Actually, what I'm going to do, if I can put my archers here, I can fling round the back and hit them. It's like, oh shit, what happened here? Quick, run! Wow, they're taking a lot of damage. Even before they've hit my cohorts or anything like that, they've basically gone, oh, damn. Because they've been targeted by slingers, archers, and basically javelins. And like I said, my tower, it actually does continue as a tower, so it does pelt them, which is a bit strange. I mean, if you see that, it doesn't do massive damage, but it's better than no, and it's like an extra kind of support mechanism. So it's like a mobile tower in a way. Okay, so here's the main force coming in. They are going to come around the flank. So if I move to here. These are actually mercenary hillmen, so they're not going to do too well. And then when these guys get taken out, the idea is then to switch completely around and deal with them on the other side. Okay, so that was cavalry charging in, which is not good. So let's move these spearmen up.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, so they've just instantly just gone and backed off. So you chase them down. Let me go around to this way, defend, and then have these units just chilling here. There we go, back in again, defending. This is where the main thrust is coming in from. So you can see I'm taking quite a lot of damage from these cavalry units just charging in and just basically pure force.
Commander! The enemy general is
Wow,
dead.
nice. It's okay. The general's dead, so these guys are going to be really a bit panicky. I'm not going to run around just yet because I'm concerned about these guys. The funny thing is they ain't got no archer cover, apart from maybe some Hawk archers here. And they've just ran the general in and killed him, which is a bit strange. As you can see, exhausted, wavering, losing current combat, and it's just losing decisively. I wish I had some cavalry just to be able to run these guys down, because that would be so useful. Let's get some rally in. Helps quite a lot, and it just stops anyone potentially moving.
At your service.
Right, now I want to move around with these units.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
How are we doing? How are we getting? Jeez, just look at this. This is like an absolute action-packed filled adventure here. Basically got like 3 units of men holding off against about 10 deep. We have got some more enemy units coming down. These are the archers. Right. Circle them. There we go. So now they hopefully should panic completely before these guys come in and just ruin my day. Ooh. Get in, guys.
Yes, Commander.
There we go. Panicking.
Missiles ready and waiting. Advance at speed. At your service. Yours to command.
Right. Let's look at this. This entire flank's now saved, which is good. How are we doing on
Yours
ammo?
to command. One of our units has used all
We're
its
doing okay.
ammunition.
I don't feel... Well, okay, so they've used all their ammo.
Archers!
Let's get my archers.
Move out!
Can I get them in here?
Quick march! At the door!
Keep firing, guys. Keep going there.
We await your command. Engage! Double ready and waiting. Quick march!
Let's just get some more units moving in.
Pikes!
Right. We just need to move the pikemen in, just in case.
Advance
Have
at speed!
a long pokey spears. Look at that. I think there's about what? 18 foot spikes?
Wavering.
Oh god, no. Don't run, guys. Inspire. Need to be closer.
At your service.
Yeah, so they've basically and there's not much they could have done. They was holding their line and they did really well. Now they're against the next lot of units.
Missile infantry.
So let's try and keep these guys in if possible.
We await your command.
Alright, move around. There's a couple of cavalry units. Yeah, there's a few here just don't know what they're doing. I think this is the general one that died. Right, and then charge in. There we go. Get in there. Oh. This would be scary. For me personally, I know if I was in the middle of it and you just saw a load of enemy units flank you, it's like, oh wow, this is it. It's just, oh, it's absolutely, this is just going on as well. It's just abhorrent. So we got more pulling out because of how much damage they've taken. Look at this. It's like there's only like 18 left. Trying to hold on desperately. I'm tempted to try and save some of them just to get them in there. But the problem is you can't disengage. If you try doing that, your instant units will run.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Which feels a bit wrong in a way. Okay, these have all gone. Yeah, this is just corpses you've just got to come over. Still quite a lot left. And there's still some Mercenary Hillmen just waiting in the backup line here. So even though the Vigils are losing quite decisively, you got the pikemen next, just there with the spicks just poking them. Hey, can you feel me?
We await your command.
Alright, and then come round.
At speed.
Like so.
Advance at speed.
And the idea is just to... I think these are going to come in and try and, yeah, block off. Okay.
Quick, march.
Our men flee the field
No,
of
don't
battle.
flee.
This is a shameful display.
There's the cavalry coming in. Ouch. You are running against spearmen, do you know? Although he did have his flying wedge. But now it's the pikemen holding them off. Yeah, these guys are just going... Yeah, here we go. Okay, so they're being pushed off a little bit. Get into a square. Square formation. Nice. I think we've got this anyway. There's no way they'll be able to push for all these units, and there's still quite a lot left. I mean, there's some more cavalry coming in. But they're all basically in the field of like retreating now.
Our men flee the field of battle.
And there we go.
This is a shameful
Wow.
display.
That's just amazing. And that's what I mean by when you look at the bar graph. It doesn't mean just because it's so out of your favour you're going to lose instantly. It could mean if you do some good tactics and defend yourself in a particular situation, you can actually turn it around in your favour. Which is always nice. So as you can see there, I deployed basically a third less of units and I still won. So it just goes to show. It probably would have worked out a bit better if it wasn't a reinforcing army coming in, and it wasn't this guy on his own who charged it. If it was different, but I also killed his general, so it kind of made it a bit easier. And a lot of their units just ran away instantly as soon as they took a bit of damage. So as you can see here, there's quite a lot of still going off. But I managed to hold that settlement, which is good. And you'll see what's going to happen next with that army that I had in ambush. And here we are moving in. So we've got a nice rank up, which is good. Taxes, yeah. Expected research. One of your parties. So let us boycott on the exotic animals. Yeah. So how did we do here? So we this army didn't lose anyone. I don't think it lost anyone, which is good. And it also increased in level. So you can see here even though this admiral didn't really do much, he still got a rank, but I guess he gets an overall XP boost. And then these guys, because they didn't lose anyone but plinked a lot of people to death, they gain up. As you can see here, this army is just chilling here, not doing anything. And what more or less happened is this enemy army went through. I failed to ambush him, and he got through. And then this other army that was raiding came and attacked. So it was he attacked, and then this was the reinforcing army. So that pretty much means I can come around now and deal with him. So, boop.
For death and honor.
Which is taking a lot of damage. Well, a lot of losses. Always nice to see. And then he's dead because he can't move anywhere.
At your command.
And then I'm going to move back closer to this settlement because I can't really move anywhere. I'm going to use this spy to harass this guy. So I'm going to wreck his baggage train to be useful. Maybe not. Although these are... Oh, he's actually high rank, so he should work. Yeah. If I can slow him down, he can't move and try and take the settlement again. But he failed anyway. And then same for this guy. Nice. So that slowed him down a little bit so he can't run as much. And then let's have a look. So this area is more or less defended. I want to have a look over this way with my spy. Holy shit. That is a lot of units. That leaves me food for concern. So how many units? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 main stacks. We've got half a stack here. And then we've got another one being recruited. Now, what I'm concerned is if I move in with my Aurelian and try and take the settlement, I'm going to be a whole heap of pain if these all move down in one fell swoop. Which would not be good in any kind of stretch or means. Also, last turn, as I more or less suspected, I lost this settlement. Again, expected, so it's no surprise in its own sense. But before I do anything, I want to make sure I get the extra recruitment I was going to get for this turn. So, what was the eco? One of these? Yeah. Get the cohort in there. Yeah, so it's kind of a bit interesting the way this works. So I could... Because I want to defend, that's the main idea. And if I can force him to come around this way, it'll work in my favour. I could attack, but he has got quite a lot of units nearby. So what I'm probably going to do is move up to here and defend this passage. So if he wants to take the settlement, he can do, and then I can come back and deal some... Because the issue is I've got all these fleets coming in. And this guy's still receiving. He's finished, which is good. So it means now I can move this fleet out of the way and try and see what they're doing up here, because they keep attacking me, which is really annoying. I move him to here and then move this guy to here. Can I move? There we go. Defends this passage, defends this one. He's going to have to go and attack the settlement, and then I can finish them off and mop them up. That's if everything goes to plan, but you know what plans are like sometimes. They don't really go that well. We've got some research to get in with. There's always an interesting one. We're quite high in the research tree now. We've got dry docks. We've got this, which gives us more weaponsmiths. Empire's guidance. It's anything that I'm really slacking on at the moment. I haven't done all these yet. Cult demolition now. I don't really need that. 6 food. Don't really need the food. I'll go for this one because it gives me the next step in shops, wine shop, slaughterhouse, and trading post. Oh, and yeah, another one. Egypt declared war on me. I don't have a spy down here. So what I'm going to do is, how are we doing here? Yeah, level 3. So in this settlement, I can start recruiting another army. Gonna be all armied up, and this time I am going to take the influence off for recruiting this army, but I feel like I need it, and we're going to just go for a bog standard one. So we go for this one. It's a shot cavalry again, but it's a weaker version. Let's get some elephants. Ooh, should we get some elephants? Yeah, I'm gonna buy some elephants. Get 2 loads of elephants, and then we'll get some cavalry. Some Boxton cavalry. How heavy are these? Because these are heavy cavalries. Get some horse archers just to plink in some more, and then if we go for some Roman legions, we get 4 of them. We get 4 cohort, 4 of them, 2 of them. Yeah, that'll work. So that'll balance out, and then I can get 2 more of these, which are like the elite units. I get some then pikemen, which are basically going to be like spearmen, and then maybe some slingers just to fill that in for now. But I'm concerned that now that I'm at war with Egypt, if I look at this one here, yeah, they're only at war with me and German Confederation. So my problem is that I'm going to have to deal with all these armies now. Oh, the German Confederation really like me now. You know, I've been doing really well. Oh, they're neutral to me. That's cool. It's good. You're good.
Greetings to you. I trust.
I have a non-aggression pact with them because it'll help.
Word of our agreement and put it before my people. They
And
will feast
then
in celebration.
Nice defensive alliance.
All praise to the gods.
No. And then if I have,
Gods of the afterlife. Spare my.
okay, he won't. What are the Vandals? Can I have a non-aggression pact with you?
Come. Let
No.
me.
So I think the Germans are more concerned because I've got a much larger board of Vandals, more or less circled by German anyway, and then Armenia, well, they're just being a pain in the ass, even though there was my friends at one point. And they backstabbed me. Anyone else I need to move around? I'm concerned about moving any armies, to be honest, now, because there's this blob of just mess. And I'm going to move this spy to here, just to get a bit more of a view. Have got any more spies around that I can use? This one's still recruiting. This fleet hopefully repairs. If he comes this way, I'll move around and attack. It's just I need to block off. I've got so many different theatres of war going on now. It's like the northern theatre up here now. I've got the main theatre that I'm trying to push towards Antioch, which is just getting longer and harder to get. And now I've got Egypt to deal with down in the south. And the last thing I want is them starting taking these settlements with if they've got a fleet. Just double check some bits to do. What can we get off you? Get some zeal. You can get a nice bonus. So if we get some melee. Is there any fleets that I'm not moving? So we look here. Him there. Fleet here, but he just needs to sit and defend for now. And then this one that's moving up to try and cut them off from bloody coming in through the stupid estuary. Oh, more invasion forces. How lovely. Military version. Yes, we know there's a lot of that going on. We've got some slums to deal with. Where? Oh, I'll come back. You know, what I'm gonna do. Gonna call that episode here. So we've got quite a lot to do. We've had another enemy invasion somewhere. I'm assuming it's down here somewhere. Oh no, it's here. So he's kind of come round and just ran through my settlement. They haven't moved this way, which is good, so I can take that settlement back. I've had no attacks, which is fantastic. So that means I've got a bit of respite for now until I finish recruiting some more units, which I'll come back to next episode and do. This didn't move, which is good, apart from maybe this one. But it does mean that we can see where it goes, because I can't really put until I can kind of get all my forces consolidated. So maybe take this settlement, take this one, and then maybe I can move up and try and do something along those lines, because the passage of the way you can go is these ways, and then down here. There's actually no way through, I don't think, unless you cut through here, but you don't get as much movement speed. But yeah, it's going well so far. We've had a couple of setbacks here and there, and a couple of things going off. But overall, I think we're going to do well. I wish this session I could have took Antioch, but as it always is, it's pretty much one of those ones where if they just say, "Oh, no, you're not taking Antioch. No, you're not having it. It's not yours," then you pretty much have to deal with that. I'm going to have to see what I'm going to have to do with Egypt. There isn't any enemies, which is nice. Forces, but I know for a fact that as soon as I start coming and taking some of these settlements, they will then push back this way. But I don't want my main focus to be down in Egypt. I want to take this and then see where I can go. I'm guessing the idea would be we take Antioch and then maybe Alexandria. Might be the other one. Well, we'll see. But as always, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you enjoy what you're seeing, then please, by all means, leave a like, comment down below, share this video, and even subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for my next one, but until then, I'll see you later.